Also read something to where you were going to do something with the Olympic team this year.
Well, yeah. So
how does that work with wrestling? Because obviously, if say any other sport, it's balancing that you're a college athlete, but then you also get an opportunity to be with the Olympic team. Explain how those seasons kind of work for you.
Yeah. So usually the Olympic trials or world trials are right after the collegiate season. Usually they're April or May.
So torn ACL.
Yeah. So I that was one of the reasons why I didn't immediately have surgery was I wanted to make the Olympic team. I would have probably been the second seed at the trials, second or third seed. I was right top three. Because the one seed was the guy who's been on the team the previous years,
right?
And the 2 seed would have either been me or another guy. So it would have depended on how the meeting would have gone. Mm-hmm. So I was right there. I think I'm obviously you got to think you're the best wrestler in the world at all times. You can't if you're saying you're not, then you're obviously lying to yourself.
Lost.
Yeah, exactly, and you're in the wrong sport in my opinion. So it's an individual sport. It's you versus one another guy. So I was going to go, and last second we made a decision not to. I was pretty beat up after nationals. I pretty much hurt everything in my knee without hurting everything in my knee, if that makes sense.
So you basically strained
everything,
all the ligaments and everything else.
Yeah.
But fortunately, you didn't tear.
I didn't tear anything. Yeah. So I was like, I want to wrestle, and the coach was like, if it's your choice ultimately, so you don't want to regret anything. And end of the day, I'm like, I don't even know if I could wrestle on the mat right now. But I wanted to. I was like, I can do this. I can, I'm not gonna make, I just went viral for some stupid no excuses, right? And I'm gonna make, I got a lot of crap for not going. I got a lot of crap for not going to the trials. But exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, I kind of, but.
no doubt, bro. Like we've all been in some situations.
I just don't know how it would have gone.
You don't want to damage your knee more than if you're feeling pain, like you just got to know when hey, today's not the day.
Just sucks. Olympics are every 4 years, and I watched. I have a buddy from Japan who won the Olympics. We said we would go to. It was in Tokyo, so we'd be there together, kind of thing. So, son of a gun, he went and won it without me.
Now you got to wait 4 more.
Yeah, well. What's nice with COVID, I guess it's only 2024, so 3 years, and it's in Paris, so Paris is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get done with the NCAAs, and immediately, because the difference with the Olympics and what you see on NCAAs for everybody watching and listening is in the NCAAs, it's folk style. When you get in the Olympics, you go into freestyle, you go into this new kind of season.
Yep.
Are you also doing freestyle tournaments and Greco tournaments? Is there Greco in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Are you doing these tournaments while also in the NCAA season, or do those seasons just happen immediately after the NCAAs are over?
Yeah, well, folk style and freestyle are pretty similar. Like on your feet, as you know, like when you guys are neutral. Maybe people don't understand what I'm talking about, but basically they're very similar. Yeah, they're very similar. Like the styles, they're just rule changes. That's all I would say. They're just different rules, different scoring a little bit. But if you know anything about folk style, you'll be pretty good with freestyle. Just like there's just some certain things that change. But we go right into freestyle right after season. And we, our goal is to make World Olympic teams. When we go to Iowa's, Tom Brands always says World Olympic and national titles. That's what we're training for. And that's so that's the plan. That's the goal. And we go into it, and then the World Championship Olympics usually are in I would say August. Usually, so then goes right into college season right after. So
it shows that you guys go all year round.
Yeah,
there's no season of wrestling, and then you're kind of in the off season, you're all year round.
Yep,
all the fucking time.
Yeah, I'm training. Almost
Is worlds every 2 years?
So World Championships are every year, and then every 4th year is the Olympics. So yeah.
So did you compete in the Worlds this year?
No. So this year, if you're an Olympic medalist at your weight, you get to take the world team spot of this year. Okay. So the guy at my weight ended up taking Olympic bronze. So he took the weight. He'll be the world team member next month as well. So
got you.
Or else I would have tried to compete for the world team spot.
How would you have gotten to compete if he wouldn't have medaled at the Olympics?
Yeah, he would have probably been in the either in the semis or the finals at the trials, and then I would have had to go and.
So you don't even get a shot to win Worlds this year?
No, I don't.
Is that brutal?
Yeah, it sucks because you miss Olympics and then you miss the Worlds.
Yeah.
When that's your goal. But it's fine. I'm still young. I'm only 22, and yeah, I'll be 23 next month, so I'm getting not old, but for college, I'm getting pretty old for a college kid. And then, I got 5 to 10 more years maybe of competing internationally. So
yeah. You think, how long do you want to wrestle?
Till my body gives out.
So you want to go until, hey, you can't even walk. Like, there's no need.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you love the sport, you might.
Hey, buddy, you've torn everything in both your legs. Like, what are you doing?
Maybe take a year off, get surgery on everything, you know, try again.
Explain, like, were you yourself and a lot of the majority of wrestlers, like, get this mindset of this individual sport and not having any doubt? Is this something you've always kind of had? Or do you feel like there's been times throughout your career and your journey since being a little kid, since being a little pup, like growing up and just like kind of cultivating this mindset of I am the best? You know what I mean? Like, you've never, are you saying, like, since you've been in college at Iowa, even as a young freshman, because there's obviously beasts like all across the board, you've never thought like, I'm like this dude, like he's better than me, but you know, I got a little bit of a shot here or there?
So I would say I was always different. I've never asked someone for their autograph. I've never asked someone for a picture.
That's hang on. He just did out there with me, so I'm just kidding.
Totally. My first time. Will Compton, first time. Yeah. No, it's just because I if I saw someone in the wrestling community that was like World Olympic champ and they asked, you know, everyone's getting their autograph, I would just say, I'm going to be better than him one day. So I don't want his autograph. He's going to want mine. That's kind of how even when I was a little kid, I always thought like that. So I never thought that there was anyone better than me ever when I wrestled in my entire life ever. So the
fact that you're a 3-timer, I'm just like, I'm kind of in awe. But if you hadn't won anything yet, I'm like, this dude's a fucking psycho. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's a young kid, right? And you see like Jordan Burroughs.
Oh yeah.
You wouldn't want his autograph?
No, not at all. I'd rather be on the team with him and be a teammate. You know.
Have you met Jordan?
Yeah,
Jordan? He's a good dude.
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
No, I'd rather be his teammate. So.
And so this is something that's just always been a part of you.
Yeah, I've never understood autographs. So whenever I was first asked to sign an autograph when I was like, I don't know, 13 or something, and PA, little kids, you know, you win a state title, they ask you, I was like, why do you want my autograph? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's just a signature. So like when I see that stuff, it just kind of makes me laugh. You know, even today, I'm like, people with NIL, you know, people were like, oh, you know, I'll pay you to give me an autograph. And I'm like, no, I'll just give it to you. Like, I just don't think that it's really worth anything.
Oh, that's where your boy's got to come in.
Yeah, well,
I don't know how much he wants to be on.
No. We don't worry. He's talking.
He said, no.
He's talking.
I'm sitting here thinking if he wasn't sitting here, like, hey, I'm just going to have to, hey, from now on, I'll be your guy.
No, but that's just how I'm just saying that's how my brain works.
Yeah.
I totally understand that, like, what it is and how it works and everything, but I just like my brain doesn't compute that because I'm like, why wouldn't you just want to be, you know, better than me?
What about doubt? You've never understood the autograph thing, but what about doubt? How have you dealt with doubt throughout your career?
Well, I think that you know, I think doubt creeps in on everybody, but the biggest thing is you know, what I've learned being in college, because I think I was almost too confident in high school. Like I really thought that like I could win the Olympics when I was like 17. You know. Yeah. And you know, I could wrestle with like our Olympian. I was our Olympian's training partner, Dan Dennis. He's awesome. He's our regional training center coach. Yeah. So he's our Olympian 2016. So I knew I could wrestle with him. I knew that like where I was, but you know, then I got to college and you kind of like open your eyes. The guys are really good and people are improving and you know, I was like, wow, can I do this? Yeah. And it's like coaches, it's their job to kind of like reiterate the fact that like, yeah, you can do this. And like, so like they really helped me like believe in myself to get to that next level, because I always just thought that one day I'd be the Olympic champ, you know, like it's just gonna happen, right? Because I was like, I'm gonna be the best, like, and you know, they're like, Spencer, it's really hard to win the Olympics, like, but you can do it, you know, if you just keep being positive. Because like I'm always super negative. Like if I even get scored on like 2 or 3 times in practice ever, like even one time, like I used to like freak out and get upset and get mad. Like, why is he scoring on me? He shouldn't score on me, you know? And like, hey, this guy wants to win too, Spencer. Like you just need to keep focusing on yourself, keep positive and keep wrestling, and just use that to fuel yourself, right? So like I just, you know, you get more mature and you learn. So it's kind of like, no doubt, just be positive and just keep going as hard as you can. So
I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.